You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How are you doing, guys? This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. Podcast. I'm your host, Safan. You can find me on social media and by Twitter and Gab.ai. Before we start, if you're a social justice warrior, SJW, liberal, commie, Democrat, socialist, please exit the channel now. Okay, let's start the show. All right, today what happened is that I was going to make this video earlier, but I figured a lot of people were making it. But I just wanted to put my input on this, that William Barr came out and released Mueller reports, and the media and Democrats are, let's say, melting down right now, and they try to spin it some other way. I mean that if you read the report, it just said there's no collusion. It just have a timeline what happened at the presidency, at the beginning of the presidency, and at the end of the presidency, who they interviewed. Some part of the report is redacted, but because it's the part where they can't show it because it involves people that doesn't how to say this, that the public don't know is a private citizen. That's why it's redacted. Most of the redacted parts are sensitive information regarding the person's private lives and stuff. But most of the part has been unredacted. The majority of the report has been unredacted, and the Democrat ones say that, oh, this does not exonerate him. And I was like, okay, if there's because the report said there's no collusion, no evidence, right? And why would you say that it would not exonerate him, right? If no evidence of anything like this ever happened, what is there to exonerate? All right, there's nothing. This is all fake. It's a hoax. The Russia collusion is a hoax. That means he's exonerated because it was never foul play to begin with. They say, oh, he's still guilty. Still guilty of what? What is he guilty of? All right? There's nothing in the report that said, because of this report, the president is not exonerated. I conclude Robert Mueller. It doesn't say that at all, right? It said clearly that there's no collusion, no foul play, none of this happened, right? And by reading that, you come to your judgment that he's been exonerated, right? Look at the textbook definition of exoneration. It's been proven fact that there's no collusions. And in the report, there's no collusions. And they want to spin it the other way. And there's this portion in the Mueller report where it said Donald Trump was furious that Jeff Sessions reclused himself. That means special counsel. But they didn't tell you that the reason why he was furious because if there's a created a special counsel, if a counsel were to be created, that means most of his agenda as the president wouldn't be pushed through because of this dark cloud of this special counsel. That's why he's so furious. This is why it leads to him firing Jeff Sessions, all right? And the Democrat won't accept that. They're gonna find any other way to spin it, whatever they want to spin it, all right? This Mueller report, it just put their narrative in the trash can, all right? And you watch ABC, CBS, NBC, they come out with all these excuses. You can tell they're flat out lying. If you don't listen to these mainstream media BS propaganda, they're a propaganda machine, all right? From Hollywood, publications, TV, it's propaganda. If you don't know what propaganda is, go back to history and read propaganda. Propaganda is what socialists use to brainwash people. Is what tyrannical government use to brainwash people. Right, to get their narrative out there. That's what they're for. Right, just because it doesn't say, oh, this is broadcast by the British government, this is broadcast by the whatever government, the Australian government, whatever. Right, the BBC is a propaganda machine by the UK. All right, it's a propaganda. It's brainwashing people. All right, to get their narrative out. And you guys listen to this media, this conglomerate, right? Conglomerate have a special interest, and you don't know that, all right? You have to read the Mueller report by yourself. Don't listen to this stupid reports. I mean, not reports. These media companies, they're gonna spin it the way they're gonna spin it, and it's gonna be biased, all right? And William Barr, there's one lady try to ask William Barr about, try to trick him to answer a question, right? Then William Barr just totally crushed her in her response. All right, she just proven herself wrong. She asked the question, and William Barr make her answer her own questions. All right, because you can already see what the media is doing. The media is the enemy of the people. They got their own narrative, right? Ever since William Randall Hearst to now, right? William Randall Hearst is a propagandist. All right, he spewed propaganda. Back in the days in the 50, 20, whatever, wherever he existed, William Randall Hearst, he made a lot of BS news, right? He got so much power, he could make you or break you. He could elect a president, or he could ruin your reputation by printing all this paper out, all right? You would Pulitzer Prize, the guy who created the Pulitzer Prize, right? There's nothing reputable about these awards, right? The Pulitzer Prize is basically you're good at BSing people. That's what it means when you win this award. You're good at BSing people. This award are meaningless, right? And this media is meaningless. They're not telling you the truth. You have to read between the line whatever they report. Same goes for Fox News. I'm not gonna defend Fox News too. Fox News have their own agendas as well. All right, it's all BS. Same go for C-SPAN. If you don't, for you guys, for FYI, you don't know what C-SPAN is. The C-SPAN stands for City State Public Affair Network. That's what C-SPAN stands for. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. They're gonna spin this whatever the way they want to spin it, but you have to read the article for yourself. You have to read line for line and decipher which word mean. All right. And if William Barr, they're gonna talk about the detraction or the didactic part, right? He had to do it. If he wouldn't do it, he's breaking the law himself. He's not gonna put himself in that position. He know what the Democrats try to get him to do, and he's smart enough to divert from it. He's not gonna freaking do it all this stuff. And Jeff Sessions, I think Sessions deserved to get fired, because if Sessions wouldn't get fired, none of the Mueller report would not come out, because it said that Robert Mueller was finished with his report a long time ago, before the midterm election. He just want to hold on to it. All right, and there's some bias in there as well. All right, it's ridiculous, man. People need to read between the line when they watch the media. I was looking at MSNBC, CNN, ABC. They're all stupid commentators, right? They're not smarter than anybody else. They just know how to use big words and articulate themselves. Just because you're articulating yourself well doesn't mean you're right all the time. It means you're good at BSing people. You're good at persuading people. That's what it is. You're good at manipulating people. That's what you are. All right? And when you go to your school, that's what they teach you how to do. They teach you how to manipulate people. Misconstrued words. Use different words to fool people. All right? That's where it is. They don't tell these people to be honest. How do you know all these people are honest? Do you go to their house at nighttime for dinner all the time? You don't know what these people do. You don't know what these anchors do. These anchors are not even real journalists. They got a degree in communication or broadcasting. All right? You don't need a journalist degree to be a news anchor. All you need is a communication degree. And communication degree is by far one of the easiest degree to get. So anybody could be a news anchor. All right? And communication, just because you got a communication degree, that doesn't mean you're any smarter than anyone else. All right? It's by far one of the easiest degree to get. Why do you think most athlete out there, most sportcaster athlete, right, in the NBA, right, most of their degrees is in communications. Because after their professional career, they go into broadcasting. Why do you think there's a lot of ex-athletes in broadcasting? But I digress. Right? I'll back on that. Why do you think there's a lot of athletes in broadcasting? Look at Michael Strahan, who was an athlete, right? So he probably have a degree in communications. Now he's the host of GMA, Good Day America. But back when I was talking about the Mueller report, all right? I went off a tangent. I'm sorry, people who wasn't listening to me. All right. But it's all propaganda. It's BS. They're going to spin this report no matter how they're going to spin it. It's just, the point is that it exonerated the presidents. All right? It proves that he got nothing to do with it. They're going to say that he have connection or he's affiliated with people to... they're going to try to do this, right? They're going to try to say, oh, he affiliated with he's affiliated... Let me say this, man. He's affiliated with people who affiliated with Russia. How the hell is that any substantial? Right? That means just because I know a friend who know a Russian guy, I'm affiliated with Russia. That means I colluded with Russia. See how stupid that sounds? And I'm not the brightest guy out there. You can still trash me all you want in the comment. I'm not going to respond to you. But yeah, they can use that kind of spin just because he's affiliated with somebody who's affiliated with a Russia. He's colluded with Russia. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is by far the stupidest thing I ever heard. I guarantee you, they're going to come up with some random way of connecting. So I try to spin it more and more and more and more. Or if not, they can refer back to his tax return. All right? They're going to beat it like a dead horse. They're going to refer back to taxes. But, yeah, the Democrat Party got no credibility. They lost all credibility. There's no Russia collusion. All right? Donald Trump been exonerated. Don't listen to what they say. Don't listen to ABC News. Oh, but still, this does not exonerate the president. Then what do no collusion mean? What part of no collusion don't you understand? Oh, he's still not exonerated. Because it doesn't say no exoneration or he's been exonerated under paper. That means he's not exonerated. What the heck? You use your common sense, all right? I know it's hard for Democrats to have common sense, but try to use your brain more, all right? But on that note, guys, let me know what you think. You think the social media, not social media, you think the media is biased? You think they're liars? You think they're hypocrite? You think they went off the rail this time? You think they got no credibility? Let me know you agree. Leave a comment below. Like, share, subscribe. I'm not monetized. I'm demonetized. That means I'm not bounded by anybody. And I'm unedited, uncensored, and unrehearsed. That means I can say anything I want to say. All right? If you like what I'm saying, like, share, subscribe. And as always, this is the Highly Evolved Podcast. You guys have a good day, and I thank you for listening. Peace.